Paris Saint-Germain (PSG) won the 2025 UEFA Super Cup after a brilliant performance and defeated Tottenham Hotspur in a thrilling match at the Bluenergy Stadium in Udinese, Italy. This victory marked the pinnacle of success for the French club, adding to their collection of prestigious European trophies. The match, watched by thousands of fans from around the world, showcased extraordinary strategies and individual skills from both teams, but in the end, PSG emerged victorious and took home the UEFA Super Cup trophy. Tottenham Hotspur pulled off a major upset in this match with an unexpectedly solid performance, demonstrating admirable determination and organization. Despite this, PSG displayed a true champion's mentality, coming from behind twice, both in regulation time and in the tense moments of the penalty shootout. This never-say-die spirit and incredible comeback were key to PSG's victory, proving they are a tough team to beat under any circumstances. Paris Saint-Germain scored through a brilliant performance by Lee Kong-in and the sharpness of Gonçalo Ramos, who each contributed crucial goals for their team. Meanwhile, Tottenham Hotspur also put up a fierce fight, with goals from Mickey van de Ven and Christian Romero adding intensity and drama to a highly entertaining match. The contributions of these key players underscored the importance of individual roles in determining the outcome of big matches. In a thrilling penalty shootout, Tottenham Hotspur's Mickey van de Ven and Matthijs Telephone were both denied a goal by their penalty takers. Meanwhile, for PSG, only Vitinha suffered a similar fate, being the only player to miss a goal. As the whistle blew for the start of the match, Paris Saint-Germain immediately took the initiative to dominate possession, attempting to control the game from the opening minute. However, Tottenham Hotspur didn't sit back and responded quickly with aggressive pressing, even deep into the opponent's half, demonstrating high intensity and a burning fighting spirit from the outset. Tottenham Hotspur quickly threatened to retaliate against Les Parisiens. Less than 2 minutes into the match, Pedro Porro unleashed a long-range shot that sailed into the top left corner of the PSG goal. Unfortunately, his shot sailed just over the crossbar, preventing the opportunity from converting. The battle in midfield was fierce, but the tempo of the match was not particularly fast. Both teams, with burning enthusiasm, launched attacks, creating an exciting dynamic to watch. However, by the 20th minute, neither side had created a clear chance. Solid defense from both teams was the main obstacle for the attackers to break through the opposing goal. In the 23rd minute, Tottenham Hotspur finally had a golden opportunity through a swift counterattack built from midfield. After a neat combination with Kudus, Richarlison unleashed a powerful shot from outside the penalty area. Unfortunately, Lille goalkeeper Chevalier was quick to tip the ball out of play, thwarting Spurs' attempt to open the scoring. Chevalier's brilliant save sent the Lille fans into raptures, while the Spurs players looked slightly frustrated as their chance was once again thwarted. In the 34th minute, Paris Saint-Germain PSG finally had a chance to score after launching an attack down the right flank. A PSG player managed to get a shot on goal, capitalizing on a poorly blocked ball by an opposing defender. Unfortunately, luck wasn't on PSG's side, as the shot sailed high over the crossbar, failing to convert the golden opportunity into a goal. The PSG fans were visibly disappointed, but they continued to encourage their beloved team to keep fighting. In the 39th minute, the long-awaited moment finally arrived, a goal. It all started with a free kick taken from the right side of the penalty box. The ball hurtled towards the goal, creating chaos in the PSG defense. Paulina managed to pounce on the ball with a powerful shot, but the PSG goalkeeper was quick to parry it. The ball then hit the crossbar, creating a very dangerous rebound opportunity. Mickey van de Ven swiftly pounced on the rebound and slotted it into the PSG net. Goal. The score changed to 0-1 in favor of the visitors. The visiting players and fans cheered with joy at the opening goal. Until the final whistle blew, Paris Saint-Germain PSG were unable to equalize. Thus, Tottenham Hotspur secured a 1-goal lead at halftime. Entering the second half, Paris Saint-Germain PSG was immediately shocked by Tottenham Hotspur. Just 3 minutes into the second half, their goal was breached again. Tottenham's second goal came from a similar setup to the first, coming from a dead ball situation. Pedro Porro took a free kick from just outside the halfway line, and the ball was sent high into the PSG penalty area. Christian Romero, unmarked, headed the ball towards the far post. PSG goalkeeper Chevalier attempted to parry the ball, but his effort was ineffective, and the ball went into the net. The score was now 0-2 to Tottenham Hotspur. The PSG fans fell silent, while the Tottenham players became even more determined to continue the pressure. Realizing the unfavorable situation, Paris Saint-Germain PSG immediately made tactical changes to improve the team's performance. One of the steps taken was to replace Kvaratskhelia and introduce Fabian Ruiz. This change had a positive impact, as PSG was finally able to apply more intense pressure on the Tottenham Hotspur defense. They managed to create several dangerous chances, forcing the Tottenham defenders to work hard to protect their goal. With this new tactic, PSG showed promise of overcoming the deficit and changing the course of the match. In the 66th minute, Paris Saint-Germain PSG fans cheered when Barcola scored from inside the penalty box. However, their joy was quickly dashed when the referee disallowed the goal. After consulting with the assistant referee, it was determined that a PSG player was in an offside position before Barcola took the shot. This decision disappointed the PSG players and supporters, but they had to accept that the score remained unchanged. Tottenham Hotspur still led by 2 goals. Paris Saint-Germain PSG continued to pound Tottenham Hotspur's defense relentlessly. Their persistence finally paid off in the 85th minute. Substitute Lee Kongan managed to get his name on the scoresheet after unleashing a powerful, low shot from outside the penalty box that the Tottenham goalkeeper was unable to block. Goal. The score changed to 1-2, galvanizing the PSG players and supporters to keep fighting until the end. This goal gave PSG new hope of at least a draw in this match. Time was running out, but Paris Saint-Germain's PSG fighting spirit remained unwavering. They continued to pound the Tottenham Hotspur defense in hopes of scoring an equalizer. Their hard work finally paid off in the 90+3 minute. A powerful attack from the right flank resulted in a stunning goal. Hakimi played a short pass to Dembele in the right half space. With a single touch, Dembele sent a cross into the penalty box. The ball was met by a powerful header from Gonçalo Ramos, and goal. The score was 2-2. The stadium erupted with the cheers of the relieved and elated PSG fans. The score remained level until the final whistle. With this draw, the winner would have to be decided by a thrilling penalty shootout. Both teams fought tooth and nail to secure victory in this penalty shootout. The penalty shootout began with tension enveloping the stadium. Dominic Solanke was Tottenham Hotspur's first penalty taker, and he executed his duties perfectly. With composure and confidence, Solanke beat the PSG goalkeeper and scored. Meanwhile, Vitinha was PSG's first penalty taker. Unfortunately, his shot sailed wide of the target, although he managed to beat the Tottenham goalkeeper. Vitinha's miss gave Tottenham the advantage, who now had the upper hand in the penalty shootout. The tension in the penalty shootout escalated. Rodrigo Bentancur, Tottenham Hotspur's second penalty taker, also performed his duties admirably. He calmly unleashed a shot that the PSG goalkeeper was unable to block. After that, it was Gonçalo Ramos' turn to take PSG's second penalty. Under immense pressure, Ramos scored, keeping PSG's hopes of winning the penalty shootout alive. The drama in the penalty shootout heated up. Mickey van de Ven, Tottenham Hotspur's third penalty taker, failed to score as his shot was guessed by the PSG goalkeeper. It was a golden opportunity for PSG to equalize. Then, Ousmane Dembélé stepped up to take PSG's third penalty. Full of confidence, Dembélé executed his task perfectly, unleashing a shot that the Tottenham goalkeeper was unable to stop. The score was now tied at 2-2, adding to the tension and excitement. The penalty shootout grew increasingly tense with each kick. Tottenham's fourth penalty taker, Mathys Telephone, also missed a goal, his shot sailing wide. It was a golden opportunity for PSG to turn the game around. PSG's next penalty taker, Lee Kong-in, did his job well. Calmly and accurately, he unleashed a shot that the Tottenham goalkeeper was unable to block. PSG now lead 3-2 in the penalty shootout, edging them closer to victory. Tensions reached their peak in the penalty shootout. Pedro Porro, Tottenham Hotspur's fifth penalty taker, scored with ease, keeping his team's hopes alive. However, Tottenham's hopes were ultimately dashed after Nuno Mendes, PSG's final penalty taker, perfectly executed his goal. With his goal, PSG secured a 4-3 victory and lifted the 2025 UEFA Super Cup trophy. The PSG players and fans cheered in joy, celebrating this dramatic victory. That's all, and thank you for watching our video discussion this time. Don't forget to subscribe and like, guys. Thank you.